What is going on, crypto family? This is your boy Random Marks coming with a quick video. And on this video, guys, we're going to be talking about Bone Shiba Swap Token, as well as taking a look at some of the exciting stuff that's happening right now on Roaring Kitty. So before I dive too deeply into it, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and I definitely love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinion about the crypto market. Now, this is definitely going to be a little mixed video because I am also going to be talking about Bitcoin as well too, especially just to give you guys the timeline of where we're currently at. Things right now, guys, is getting very, very exciting in the market. And if you don't know where we're at or where you're at with your positioning with your different cryptos that you're in, then you may sadly be able to just sell or not buying the dips on wherever dip opportunity present itself. So I'm just going to walk you guys through where we're at and what we could be expecting, guys, in these next few months and even going into September. Definitely October would be probably one of the most exciting time, but the excitement is starting as of right now. So taking a quick look at the overall crypto market, it's only up 0.88%. So we are seeing a little bit of a pullback. Bitcoin is down 1.15%. It was sitting above 64 for the longest, but then we're seeing, slight pullback. Shiba Inu still up 3.55%. Well, never mind, just adjusted, only up 0.18% in the last 24 hours. Again, slight pullback that we're seeing in the market. Even Bone is seeing the same thing, was at one point at 45, currently at 44 cents. So not much of a dip, but a dip is happening. Now, to go back to what I was saying in regards to Bitcoin and where we're currently at in the market, and I think, again, this is very, very crucial that you guys understand. And I wrote this little thread talking about the Bitcoin supply shock. And essentially what I'm talking about right now, guys, is what we're seeing with this little upward trend in Bitcoin. Because, again, Bitcoin, if you follow the movement of Bitcoin, you should be able to follow the movement of any assets. So right now, we're at the early stages of the supply shock. We had the Bitcoin halving that happened in April. Now, due to volume that's coming in through the ETF, we haven't had ETFs before in past halvings, but now that we have an ETF, that is causing a lot of inflow of buying pressure or demand into the market. So it is speeding up the timeline just a little bit. I know we didn't see the Black Swan event that happened with the German government as well as the US government selling that much Bitcoin, but it almost resetted everything to be on the same timeline as usual. But now I'm starting to see a little bit of an uptrend as far as like the timeline getting a little sooner. So this is why I'm telling you guys, like, if you're not excited, right now, especially what's happening in the market, then you might be missing out. Especially, again, looking at your assets. I'm not even talking about just one specific asset. I'm talking about the bags that you guys been accumulating. If you're not looking at them to the point like, hey, do I really have everything that I need? Because again, this could be the very last chance in, not necessarily talking about last chance to be able to buy the dip, but I'm just talking about the last chance to be able to really be in the positions that you guys want to be in. Because again, the next cycle, and I'm already fast forwarding to another 4 years, the next cycle is not going to promise to be able to see these types of gains. Because one other thing that two things that didn't happen during this last bull run was China wasn't in the mix and we didn't have ETFs. So now having those two things, and also even corporations coming in, this right here should be one of the biggest bull runs to ever happen. And to keep it in perspective, guys, prior to 2016, 2017, that was like the biggest bull run as far as like cryptos to be able to make gains and stuff like that. And even last bull run that some of them you guys experienced was very, very, very good. But it's not going to compare to what we saw. What we're going to see this coming bull run. Because again, in the order of how things is 2017 was by far the biggest bull run. Then you had 2020, 2021. China was in 2017, 2016, 2017. China was not, and we still had a nice bull run. So now add that together, having China, having the ETFs, as well as businesses coming into the fold. This is going to be very exciting for crypto, because another business that just came, that's creating their own layer 2, which is Sony, the entertainment company, that makes PlayStation. They're creating a layer 2 blockchain, which again is just getting more and more corporations. Like, I can't stress this enough. Make sure you guys do have your bag prepared. Like right now, if you have to mow grass, if you have to, do side job just to be able to raise more funds, right now is the time to be able to just push on the gas, to be able to make sure that you guys are in a position that you want to be. Because again, and I keep stressing it, I'm restating it over and over. This could be the very, the best bull run ever, until governments and all these other entities start to come in to try to regulate it. This could be the last of the easy money opportunity. So looking at Bone again, 44 cents. One thing that I did see when it comes to Bone is what K9 Finance talked about. They're the 5th largest validator on Shibarium as of right now. And the crazy thing about it too, like September 16, 17, 13, or one of them, they are gonna drop the liquid staking, so they're gonna be the #1 validator in no time. And I was even taking a look at the validator contract, not validator contract, but the bridging contract. This is what, this is how much is coming onto Shibarium right here. As you can see, just steady upward trend. But now take a look as far as with the validator contract. So there's a lot of Bone as it stands right now is just getting pretty much demolished, like just being taken away from the circulating supply. Almost 10%, guys, almost 10% of the amount of Bone that's in circulation is getting taken. I mean, 10%, almost 10% is out of circulation just from the validators. Now, once you add K9 Finance into the mix with the liquid staking, that's going to add even more into this, causing this percentage to be up a lot higher. To give you similarities as far as with other blockchains that I've seen, they at least have like 80% for validators, guys. Not 80% for validators, but like 80% of the supply is typically either staked away, locked in a validator, or some type of contract that takes it out to circulate supply. And if we are able to see something similar to that, then you start seeing the influx of volume on Shibarium. I always say, you guys, $100 is the minimum. For me, 10,000 Bone at $100, boom, that's $1 million. That's the way I'm thinking about it. But that's, to me, just the minimum of what we could really see for Bone, due to all these different utilities that's coming out for Bone. Because remember, K9 Finance is legitimately, their purpose of existence is to be able to be a utility for Bone. And this is why I don't see why people are not bullish on K9. But yeah. So last thing I'm gonna leave you guys with is Roaring Kitty. Roaring Kitty is really exploding today. As you can see, according to CoinGecko, it is the largest gainer in the last 24 hours. Is beating out GME, as well as GME on Ethereum, up 13.5%. And it's also experiencing somewhat of a supply shock as well too. This is what I was trying to warn you guys about, because when it comes to Roaring Kitty, let me get the let me go to the contract, so that way you guys can really see how much tokens it's available. Only 40, I think it's less than 45 million. Yeah, it's less than 45. This is the amount that is currently available, guys. Most projects tend to have like 30, 40, 20%, 10%, 9% of their supply that's available for the open market to be able to purchase. When it comes to Roaring Kitty, we're looking at 4.49%. So a supply shock as soon as we start to see, we just seen a little bit of volume and it's up 13%. So imagine just one tweet from Keith Gill, because he is one of the biggest KOLs for us, you know, as he becomes more active, coming back onto the scene. One tweet from us, from him, with this low supply that's currently out. This is, again, this is 44 million out of 1 billion. It's the total supply, and is only 1 billion, guys. It's 1 billion token, and the amount that's currently out for consumption is 44 million. So this is why I say, like, we're seeing, you know, on a smaller scale, a supply squeeze on Roaring Kitty, and it's just going to continue to magnify as days continue to keep going, as well as what you start seeing the market continue to have its upward momentum, and the same thing's going to happen as well too. So this is why I'm bullish on this token, especially once it gets onto Shibarium. That's going to make it even better. Oh, and one last thing too. Currently right now there is a Roaring Kitty on Shib.club that's on Shibarium, which is this. This is not the official Roaring Kitty token. Someone just created this for the you know, the pumping fund or sunning fund or Shibarium, whatever it may be. Now, this is not, because anybody could come on here and just create a token. So this is not the official token. So don't get mollywop as far as trying to buy this token thinking that this is related to Roaring Kitty, the one that I'm talking about. So the official X account made this X post talking about, hey, this is a, you know, pretty much a fraud, not the legitimate one. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna leave you guys off with this. Let me know in the comment section your thoughts, your opinion about all of this, and do you have all your bags packed? Like, that's the question I really want to know. So let me know in the comment section, do you have all the cryptos that you've been eyeing? Do you have, you know, the amount that you're looking for going into this bull run? Because again, the supply shock, we're seeing it happening right now, starting on Bitcoin. But that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace!